Hello all of you, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to study First Flight book, class 10th, chapter 2nd, Nelson Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom. The writer of this lesson is Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. The full name is Nelson Mandela is Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. First of all, we will see before you read. Here word is written apartheid. First of all, we have to understand this word because this word is used many times in this lesson. Apartheid means here is a political system that separates people according to their race. Apartheid is a political system that separates people according to their races. It means here they separate the people according to their caste or color. Okay, can you say which of the three countries named below had such a political system until very recently? Here, three countries named is mentioned: United States of America, South Africa and Australia. Here, it is asked that which country follow the political system that make the people separate according to their caste or races or color. So here that South Africa is such country that separate the people according to their color, caste and races. Have you heard of Nelson Mandela? Before that, you heard about the Nelson Mandela. Mandela and his African National Congress. African National Congress, it is the party name of Nelson Mandela. Okay, spent a lifetime lifting against apartheid. Here National Mandela and his party African National Congress, both they work against apartheid. Apartheid means here the former official government policy in South Africa of separating people of different races and making them live apart, so that Nelson Mandela and his party African National Congress, both they work against this system. Mandela had to spend 30 years in prison. Nelson Mandela spent his 30 years precious time of his life in prison. Finally, democratic elections were held in South Africa in 1994. After a long period of time, in 1994, the democratic elections were held in South Africa and Mandela became the first black president of new nation. In a democratic election, where that people give their vote to that particular person whom they like. Okay, and here that Nelson Mandela got the highest number of vote here. So Nelson Mandela got the highest vote from the people and he became the first black president in new nation. So here is some point. That point you have to learn. When the first democratic election were held, that held in 1994. Okay, and what is the party name of Nelson Mandela? The party name of Nelson Mandela is African National Congress. And how much year he spent in jail or prison? So Nelson Mandela spent 30 years in prison. So please revise these points. These points are very important. Now we will continue here. In this extract from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, Mandela speaks about a historic occasion. Autobiography means the story of a person's life written by that person. So here Nelson Mandela wrote about himself, Long Walk to Freedom. Mandela speaks about a historic occasion, the inauguration. Can you guess what the occasion might be? Check your guess with this news item from the BBC of 10th May 1994. Here BBC News wrote some kinds of article. So we can guess here that on 10th May 1994 something is going to be happen because Nelson Mandela got the highest vote Mandela becomes South Africa's first black president. Here, Nelson Mandela got the highest vote, so he became the first black president. Here that Nelson Mandela has become South Africa's first black president after more than 3 centuries. It means he became after more than 3 centuries, okay, of white rule. Before that the white people were ruling there, okay. After that the more than 300 centuries, now the Nelson Mandela became the black president. Mr. Mandela's African National Congress, ANC, it is the party name of Nelson Mandela, okay. Party won 252 of the 400 seats in the first democratic elections of South Africa's history. It is in the South Africa's history that African National Congress, ANC party got the 252 seats out of 400 seats, okay. And the inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Building Amphitheatre in Pretoria today. The word amphitheatre means a circular building without a roof and with rows of seats that rise in steps around an open space, okay. In image also you can see that amphitheatre look like, okay. And simple we can say like in our India also Parliament and the Sansad Bhavan, okay, attended by politicians and dignitaries. The word dignitaries means persons who are influential or have an important official positions from more than 140 countries around the world. It means the lot of people like a politician and dignitaries, lot of people came from more than 140 countries around the world. Never, never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another, said Nelson Mandela in his address. Nelson Mandela told that like that experience never I am going to see, because he is going to take a oath ceremony, no, George why. And it is a very beautiful experience to me. The all people were gathered here. It is a so beautiful moment. Nelson Mandela told like that. Jubilant scenes on the streets of Pretoria followed the ceremony with blacks, whites and colored celebrating together. More than 1 lakh South African men, women and children of all races sang and danced with joy. Hear that all people, black and white, colors, celebrating together, more than 1 lakh South African men and women, and they were dancing and they were singing a song and they were happy with joy because their person Nelson Mandela going to become a president and he is going to take a oath. 10th May dawned bright and clear. For the past few days I had been pleasantly besieged by dignitaries and world leaders who were coming to pay their respects before the inauguration. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil. 10th May was the day when Nelson Mandela sworn in as the first black head of the state South Africa. It was after years of struggle that his anti-racist party came into power. Until then, the seat had always been occupied by white presidents. That's why the author referred to the day as bright and clear. It was a morning full of hope. Days before this date, many notable personalities started congratulating him for his victory. Before the inauguration party, many leaders or the many persons were coming. Those are high rank people or officers. They are coming to meet with Nelson Mandela, and they are wishing to Nelson Mandela that he got the highest vote from the people. The ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheater formed by the Union buildings in Pretoria. Already we have discussed about the word amphitheater. Amphitheater means a building without a roof with many rows of seats rising in steps, typical of ancient Greece and Rome. Okay, and you can see in image also the Nelson Mandela's oath ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheater formed by the Union buildings in Pretoria. For decades, this had been the seat of white supremacy. The seat had always been occupied by white presidents, and now it was the site of a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. For the first time in the country's history, so many international leaders came together for their inauguration ceremony. The ceremony took place in an open circle building made of sandstone consisting of Union buildings in the Pretoria city. Here many people were gathered, different caste, different religious, different races. So it was the site of a rainbow gathering on a different colors and nations for the installations of South Africa's first democratic. Okay. On that lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Janani. On the podium, Mr. De Klerk was first sworn in as second deputy president. Autumn means already you know it comes between summer and winter, and when autumn comes, the South Africa is in southern hemisphere, so here that month of May the autumn comes. Okay, and here Nelson Mandela was with his daughter Janani. Then there is a Mr. De Klerk was first sworn as a second deputy president here. Okay, and then Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as a first deputy president. And here second turn was Thabo Mbeki was going to take sworn as a first deputy president. When it was my turn, I pledged to obey and uphold the constitution and to devote myself to the well-being of republic and its people. Here that word pledged means committed a person or organization by a solemn promise. Word means give under oath determined to stay in the role specified. Here Nelson Mandela was accompanied by his daughter Janani on his big day. First the two vice presidents took an oath, then when his turn came he committed to respect, protect and abide by the constitution and to devote his entire self into the welfare of the country and their people. To the assembled guests and the watching world, I said, here the word assembled means of people gathered together in one place for a common purpose. Okay. Now we are going to read Nelson Mandela gave his speech. So, okay, today all of us do why our presence here. Confer a glory. Word confer means a formal word. Okay. And hope to new one liberty out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long must be warned a society of which all humanity will be proud. We who were outlaws not so long ago, the word outlaws means because of its policy of apartheid in the South Africa, so many countries had earlier broken off diplomatic relations with South Africa on our own soil in our own country have today been given the rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil. We thank all of our distinguished international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country of what is after all a common victory for justice, for peace, for human dignity. Here, Nelson Mandela told in his speech, and he mentions some part of his speech where he said that everyone why his presence was giving rise to hope for a new bringing previous rules were discriminatory and lasted for long, but the ones who are giving the opportunity to rule now ANC would stand up against discrimination. He is glad to host a ceremony with the presence of global leaders. It is an achievement in itself. There was a time when South Africa, for practicing apartheid, lost all its international political relationship. Now, when there is no segregation on the basis of race and gender, other nations are happy to have healthy democratic relationship. Finally, they have come to power and they placed to my everyone proud. He thanked everyone, especially the international leaders, for joining them in a celebrating their achievements, which is a step towards an equal society where every human will be treated fairly. We have at least achieved our political emancipation. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. The word emancipation means freedom from restriction. The word deprivation means a state of not having one's rightful benefits. The word discrimination means being treated differently or unfavorably. Never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Let freedom reign. God bless Africa. Nelson Mandela mentions that after great struggle, they have finally achieved political freedom. His government promised to free everyone of the still existing poverty, hardship, and inequalities of all kind, along with assuring everyone of country where no community will be considered inferior. He then exclaims that freedom should rule and may God shower his blessings on their land. A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectacular array of South African jets. The word awe means feelings of respect and either fear or admiration. The word spectacular means very impressive to see. And the word array means a large collection of things, especially one that is impressive and is seen by other people. And in another way, we can say display or colorful and attractive. Helicopters and troop carriers roared in perfect formation over the Union buildings. The word troop means a large group of people. It was not only a display of pinpoint precision and military force. The word pinpoint means to find the exact position of something, and the word precision means the quality, or we can say accuracy, of being clear or exact, but a demonstration of the military's loyalty to democracy, to a new government that had been freely and fairly elected only moments before the highest generals of the South African Defence Force and police their chests bedecked with ribbons and medals from days gone by salute me and pledge their loyalty. Here the word bedecked means decorate. I was not unmindful of the fact that not so many years before they would not have saluted but arrested me. Finally, a chevron of Impala jets left a smoke trail of the black, red, green, blue, and gold of the New South African flag. The word chevron means a pattern in the shape of a V. Just after the nearly elected presidents, Nelson Mandela addressed to the audience an impressive arrangement of fighter jets, helicopters, and soldiers, transporters raised everyone's heads up in the sky. It symbolized perfection as well as military's respect and obedience towards the free country. The high commanders who have won medals for their bravery also saluted and promised their loyalty. Mandela mentions that he was well aware that these commanders who were now saluting him would have arrested him under the previous rule, as during the oppressive white supremacy he was considered to be a criminal. The year so finally ended by making of the South African flag in the sky from smoke beneath the jets. The day was symbolized for me by the playing of our two national anthems. The day was symbolized means here he remembers the day. The author remembers the day as the playing of two national anthems of the country and the vision of whites singing Nkosi Sikelel E Africa and blacks singing Die Stem, the old anthem of the Republic. One of the whites and the other that of the blacks. Although that day neither group knew the lyrics of the anthem, they once despised. The word despised means hated. They would soon know the words by heart. On that day, no one knew the words of the anthem of the blacks, but Mandela was confident that everyone would soon learn this anthem that they once hated. Nelson Mandela believed that one day they knew the meaning of their national anthem and they will love also. On the day of inauguration, I was overwhelmed with a sense of history. In the first decade, of the 20th century. The word decade means a period of 10 years. On the day of inaugural ceremony, the author was remembering the days of past when this whole system of apartheid emerged. The word apartheid means the former official government policy in South Africa of separating people of different races and making them live apart. Already we have discussed these things in the previous video. You can see upside there is I button. You can watch the previous video from there also. A few years after the bitter Anglo-Boer War and before my own birth. Here the word Anglo-Boer means conflict between Britain and the South African. Okay. The white-skinned peoples of South Africa patched up their differences and erected a system of racial dominations against the dark-skinned peoples of their own land. Here, it resulted in an inequality and inferior treatment of dark-skinned people. They were deprived of their basic fundamental rights. As a result, one of the world's most brutal and inhuman society was born. This began even before he was born. The structure they created formed the basis of one of the harshest, most inhuman. The word inhuman means cruel or brutal societies the world has ever known. This system created an atmosphere of extreme cruelty and injustice of a particular part of the community. Now in the last decade of the 20th century and my own 8th decade as a human, that system had been overturned forever and replaced by one that recognized the rights and freedoms of all people regardless of the color of their skin. Now, when he is in his 8th decade as a man, here he is as a Nelson Mandela we are talking about. Here is written last decade of 20th century. It means that Nelson Mandela was 70 and 79 years old. Here is a one word that is septuagenarian. It means also a person who is between 70 and 79 years old. He along with countless others have changed this entire system that treats human as a humans irrespective of their color, caste, gender or age. That day had come about through the unimaginable sacrifice of thousands of my people. The word unimaginable means difficult or impossible to imagine. People, those suffering and courage can never be counted or repaid. This equal and free country was a result of sacrifices of countless other men and women who have fought all their lives for this day. Here that Johnson Mandela is telling many of my people they have sacrificed for this day and we can't count their sacrifice or repaid. We can't repay their sacrifice. I felt that day as I have on so many other days that I was simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before me. The word patriot means a person who loves her country and is ready to defend it against an enemy. Mandela is telling here, I can feel that day, as I have on so many other days, that I was simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before me. I can remember then those who have gone before me. That long and noble line ended and now began again with me. Here Nelson Mandela was telling that patriot past they have sacrificed their lives, but and here long and noble line ended because they have passed, so that noble and the line ended and now began again with me, but now the line is began with me. I was pained that I was not able to thank them and that they were not able to see what their sacrifice had brought. Here, Nelson Mandela was telling that I am so upset and I am so sad that I am not able to thank them and they were not able to see what their sacrifice had brought, what they have sacrificed, and they are also not able to see what is the changement. In South Africa, they did not live to see the result of their courage. Nelson Mandela gathered his courage and power from all these people and thus wishes to make them proud. The policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound in my country and my people. The word apartheid means the former official government policy in South Africa of separating people of different races and making them live apart. Or in a simple way we can say apartheid means racial discrimination on the basis of color and caste. Here the Nelson Mandela is telling about that this apartheid created a deep and lasting wound in my country and my people. Too, in my country also and in my people also. This racial discrimination on the basis of color and caste. All of us will spend many years, if not generations, recovering from that profound. Here, South African people have to spend many years, if not generations, but they have to spend many years to recovering from that profound hurt. Okay. They have to spend many years to recover that wound of appetite. But the decades of oppression and brutality and another. The word decades means the period of 10 years and the word brutality means very cruel and violent behavior. Such kinds of oppression and brutality gave the bad effect to the people of South African, and that was that it produced the Oliver Tambos, the Walter Sisulu, the Chief Luthulis, the Yusuf Dandus, the Bram Fischers, the Robert Subukwes of our time, men of such extraordinary. If there is any pronunciation mistakes, then sorry for that. According to English grammar, we never put the before proper noun. Okay. But here we put the before these names. If we want to talk about the Guptas, the Sachin Tendulkars, the Virats, it means we are talking about some other player also. Those are playing like Virat Kohli and Sachin Tendulkar. That's why we use here the Sachin Tendulkars, the Virats. I hope all of you understood. The white people behave very cruel and violent behavior with the black people. So such people came to save their people life. Courage, wisdom and generosity that their like may never be known again. Perhaps it required such depth of operation to create such highest of character. Here, the Nelson Mandela mentions that this hard time had its negative impact but it also exposed a lot of strong and courageous men who stood up and raised their voice. And it required that level of unjust treatment to produce such great heroes. In South Africa, my country is rich in the minerals and gems that lie beneath its soil, but I have always known that its greatest wealth is its people. Here, Nelson Mandela is telling my country is rich in minerals and gems, but he believes the greatest wealth of my country is my people. It means South African people is my greatest wealth, not the minerals and gems in my country. The greatest wealth is in my country is my people, the South African people, finer and truer than the purest diamonds. Here that Nelson Mandela is telling that it is the finer than the diamond and the truer than the diamond. Nelson Mandela is telling my people are the greatest people and the South African people is the greatest wealth of South Africa. It is from these comrades in the struggle that I have learned the meaning of courage. The word comrade means a person who fights on the same side you. Here, the Nelson Mandela is telling that he gained his strength to stand against the wrong from all the great nationalists he mentioned above. A lot of people work against the appetite with me, and I also learn and I also know the meaning of courage. Time and again, I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. I have seen men stand up to attacks and torture without breaking, showing a strength and resilience that defies the imagination. The word resilience means the ability to deal with any kind of hardship and recover from its effects. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the trump over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Here, the Nelson Mandela is telling many people fight against the appetite with me, and who have even risked their lives for freedom and tolerated ill treatment but never stopped fighting. They have never stopped fighting against the appetite. The Nelson Mandela is telling here. He learned that courage that Nelson Mandela is telling. I learned that courage from that peoples that who were with me, and all we are fighting against the appetite. The word appetite means the former official government policy in South Africa of separating people on the basis of their color, caste. He learned that courage did not mean the absence of fear, but the ability to overcome fear. The man who overcomes his fear is called brave. In the last lines, the Mandela is telling about that the brave man is not he who does not feel afraid. The person who does not feel afraid, that is not the brave man according to Nelson Mandela, but brave man is that he who conquers that fear, that person who comes over that fear and who have the ability to face that afraid, and then that person is overcome. That is a brave person or brave man. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin. On his background, on his religion, people must learn to hate. And if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. When human gets worth, they don't know how to hate other person related to background, caste religion. People teach them how to hate. If they teach how to hate other person, so they can teach how to love also, because when people get birth they don't know anything, or we can say when they get birth that time they are neutered. But if they can taught hate, so they can teach love also, because love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Even in the grimmest times in prison, when my comrades and I were pushed to our limits, I would see a glimmer of humanity in one of the guards. Already we have studied about Nelson Mandela, that Nelson Mandela was put in a prison for 30 years. That time Mandela would see a pinch of humanity and kindness in one of the guards, and that was enough to keep him going. Perhaps just for a second, but it was enough to reassure me and keep me going. Perhaps that was only a few seconds, but it kept me going on. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. Here Nelson Mandela is telling that man's goodness is a flame that can be hid. We can hide that, but be never extinguished. It means we never stop burning. He believes that goodness in human beings can be suppressed but never eliminated. In life, every man has twin obligations, obligations to his family, to his parents, to his wife and children, and he has an obligation to his people, his community, his country. Here the word obligations means a duty or a commitment. Nelson Mandela is telling that every human being has its responsibility towards the family and as well as the society. Every person have two obligations in his life, one to his family, to his parents, to his wife and children, and he has an obligation to his people, and another to his community or his country. Here that obligation means we can say duty. In a civil and human society, each man is able to fulfill those obligations according to his own inclinations and abilities. Human can do his duty according to his will and ability. He can perform his both duty. There is no problem while performing such duties. We are doing our duty like in India. There is no problem while doing our duty in India. In a simple way, we can say we are able to fulfill those obligations according to his own inclinations and abilities in India. There is no problem while doing such duties. It was almost impossible for a man of my birth and color to fulfill both of those obligations. Here that Nelson Mandela is telling that it is almost impossible for a man of my birth. It means who have got a birth in the South Africa like me, like a black people. It is very difficult to perform both duty, and it is very difficult to fulfill both of those obligations in South Africa. A man of color who attempted to live as a human being was punished and isolated. A word isolated means alone or apart from other people or things. In South Africa, if such a person is doing his duty or such obligations related to his country or his family, he have to be punished and isolated from his family, and he have to live as a separate life from his society. In South Africa, a man who was tried to fulfill his duty to his people was inevitably ripped from his family and his home and was forced to live a life apart. In South Africa, If a black people try to fulfill his duty to his people and to his family, and that person have to be live apart from his people and his family and home. So Nelson Mandela is telling that it is very difficult for my people like a black people in South Africa to perform such duties and obligations. If they are trying to do such obligations or such duty, then they have to live a life apart from his family, from his people, from their society. A twilight existence of secrecy and rebellion. A word twilight means the time after the sun has set and before it's get completely dark. The word rebellion means an occasions when someone of the people in a country try to change the government using violence. If a person is trying to do such obligations or his duty to his family or to his people, that people have to be live to be in darkness, and such person have to be live secrecy life, and such person is called as a rebellion because that people is stand against the South African government. I did not in the beginning choose to place my people above my family, but in attempting to serve my people, I found that I was prevented from fulfilling my obligations as a son, a brother, a father, and a husband, thus keeping them from fulfilling both responsibilities. In the beginning, Mandela did not put his people over his family. Nelson Mandela is telling that first of all, I choose my family to fulfill my duty and obligations regarding my family. But it was only later when he realized that in order to be there for his people, he was compromising his duties towards his own family. First of all, he chose his family, then afterward, his country. As a son, a brother, a father, and a husband. And after that he served his country. I was not born with a hunger to be free. I was born free, free in every way that I could know, free to run in the fields near my mother's hut. Here, Nelson Mandela is telling that when I got birth, that time I was thinking that I am free in every type, free to run near my mother hut, free to swim in the clear stream that ran through my village. And he was thinking, I am free to swim in the clear river that passes near my village, free to roast mealies. Mealies means here as we can get the popcorn. No, you can see in image also. Under the stars and ride the broad back of slow moving bulls. Here Nelson Mandela is telling that free to roast mealies. He was free to roast mealies under the stars, and he is free to ride the broad back of slow moving bulls, and he can take the bulls and the herd to the field for the grazing. As long as I obeyed my father and abided by the customs of my tribe, I was not troubled by the laws of man or God. Here he is telling that as long as I obeyed my father and I obeyed my customs of my tribe, that time there is not trouble from the laws of man or God. Here he is telling when I am obeying my father and in which tribe I live, I obey that tribe rules also. So there is no problem to me. It was only when I began to learn that my boyhood freedom was an illusion, when I discovered as a young man that my freedom had already been taken from me. Here Nelson Mandela is telling that when I grow old or I discovered as a young man that time he understood that my boyhood freedom was an illusion. Already they have taken my freedom from me, that I began to hunger for it. Already we have studied in previous para that there is Nelson Mandela was telling that I was not born with a hunger to be free. But now in this time he is telling that I began to hunger for it. At first, as a student, I wanted freedom only for myself. When Nelson Mandela was a student, that time he wanted a freedom for himself only. Transitory freedoms of being able to stay out at night. Here he need freedom for himself so he can able to stay night outside. He need a freedom that nobody should ask him or nobody should stop him to stay outside at night, read what I pleased and go where I choose. Here he need a freedom that where he want to go and he can go, and whatever he want to study or read, so he can study or read in a free mind. Nobody should ask about me that what I am reading or where I am going. Later, as a young man in Johannesburg, I yearned for the basic and honorable freedoms of achieving my potential, and later for having a basic life, and just for himself but for everyone in Johannesburg. They had to struggle for having a such life of earning my keep. I can earn money in a peaceful way, of marrying and having a family, having a peaceful and marriage life and basic amenities, the freedom not to be obstructed in a lawful life. There should be no any kinds of obstacle to live such life. In a South Africa, there should be no any kinds of problem to live a such life to the people. Everyone has access to where law and order exist. But then I slowly saw that not only was I not free, but my brothers and sisters were not free. Here Nelson Mandela is telling that when I realized that I am not free, but in South Africa, my brother and sister were not free. It means in South Africa, those people are black, they are not living as a freedom life. I saw that it was not just my freedom that was curtailed, but the freedom of everyone who looked like I did. A word curtailed means to make something shorter or smaller, or in a simple way we can say to reduce. In South Africa, it is not my freedom reduce, but those who look like me. It means black people, their freedom also reduce. That is when I joined the African National Congress. When my people freedom reduced in South Africa, that's why I joined ANC, African National Congress. And that is when the hunger of my own freedom became the greater hunger for the freedom of my people. Before I need the freedom of hunger, but now it changed to my people of freedom of hunger. Before I need the freedom of hunger, but in this time it is changed. But in this time I need the freedom of hunger for my people, for the black people in South Africa. It was this desire for the freedom of my people to live their lives with dignity and self-respect that animated my life. It was my desire that my people should live in a freedom with self-respect. That's why that animated my life. Here word animated means full of energy. My life was full of energy, so I can fight for my people to live a respectful life in South Africa. That transformed a frightened young man into a bold one. Before that, I was full of fear. Now, in this time, it transformed. Transformed means to change. Here, my life is changed. So now I become as a full of energy and become a bold person. So I can fight for my people. That drop a law, avoiding atoning to become a criminal. Before that, Nelson Mandela was a person, typical, a lawyer. Now in this time he have a desire and he become a bold person. So he changed his life and now he become as a criminal. Before that he was obeying the law, but now he have changed his life for his people. That turned a family loving husband into a man without a home. Before that, he was a loving person to his family and he was as a husband for loving to his family. In this time, he became as a homeless person. He don't have any home. That forced a life-loving man to live like a monk. Before that, he was a life-loving man. Nelson Mandela was life-loving man, but he shifted his life as a monk. Here Nelson Mandela changed his life for his people, that his people should live as a respectful life, and before that he was as a fearful man. Now in this time he become as a bold person, and before Nelson Mandela was a lawyer, now he become as a criminal, and before that Nelson Mandela was a loving husband. He was loving his family and staying most of time with his family. Now he become as a homeless person or monk. He changed his life for his people, that his people should live as a respectful life. His black people should live as a respectful life in South Africa. That's why he changed his life. I am no more virtuous or self-sacrificing than the next man. Here Nelson Mandela is telling that I am no more virtuous or self-sacrificing than the other man. But I found that I could not even enjoy the poor and limited freedoms I was allowed when I knew my people were not free. As a poor, I got that freedom because I was a lawyer. That freedom I am not able to enjoy because when I know that my people were not free. Here Nelson Mandela is telling that as a poor he got that freedom. He is not able to enjoy that freedom because when he knew that my people were not free, they are not able to live as a respectful life. So he also not able to enjoy his freedom. Freedom is individual. Freedom can't be divided that you will get this much freedom or you will get this much freedom. So freedom is a individual. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. If there is a chain in any one of my people, then it means that all they have in chain. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. If there is a chain all of my people, it means that chain is on me also. Here Nelson Mandela want to say if there is a single person is a slave, then all of my people is slave. Then if there is a all of my people is slave, then it's including me also. So myself also as a slave. Okay. I knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. Here Mandela knew that the oppressor must be liberated just as surely as the oppressed. A man who takes away another man's freedom is a prisoner of hatred. If any person is taking any man's freedom, that's also a prisoner of hatred. He is locked behind the bars of prejudice and narrow-mindedness. That person is put in a prison. Prejudice means here a strong dislike without any good reason. And narrow-mindedness, they have a small mind, a small thinking of that. Such person are the small thinking person. We can say as a narrow-minded. I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom. He is telling that reality I am not free just as surely as I am not free when my freedom is taken from me. Or someone is taking my freedom, or such person is also not free because that person is taking my freedom. Because that person is prisoner of hatred. Because that person is taking someone freedom, so that person is a prisoner of hatred. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. The oppressed who are in pain, or the oppressor who is giving pain, both they don't have the humanity, because the oppressed also giving his humanity and the oppressor is taking his humanity, then both they don't have their humanity. I hope all of you understood this lesson very well. Okay, bye, then see you in the next video.